Welcome everybody. It is Rivalry Week in the FSL as we approach mid-season, and on top of that we got some great matchups today too. The number 1 Phantoms take on the number 2 overall Mystics. In today's game of the week, major playoff implications across the board. We also have some MVP race implications here. Quinn McHugh going head-to-head with Tobias Fonseca today, and we'll also get a look at Max Peterson and Doug Powers taking on their new roles and their new homes. For those that missed out, Mystics and Tide made a trade. Max Peterson and Doug Powers switching teams along with a few other details of that trade. Make sure you're tapped into the FSL Discord for all player news and updates. Link in the description below. But that's enough from me. We got rivalry matches to see, and the first one takes us to the pond where the Frogs take on the Comets. Drew Park back in the lineup going head-to-head against first overall pick Jaden Little. Benny Bronk on the Frogs has also been fantastic this season. Let's get into it. And a quick strike from Drew Park, it's 1-0, and Jaden Little fires back, the first overall pick. Mike Pope now, 2-1, 2-2, Sammy Swanson's on the board. Offense is churning early. Wiley Little now makes it 3-2 for the Comets, but Mike Pope ties it up 3-3, under 30 now to play. And Drew Park with his second of the night, it's 4-4 now. Jaden Little scores his second. But Benny Bronk takes it back for the Frogs and Drew Park to finish. 5-4, Frogs with the lead. Rob Bronk starts the Comet sequence now with under 10 seconds left. But Drew Park with his fourth at 6-4, 6-5 now, Sammy Swanson, and Drew Park delivers the dagger. Jaden Little just a little too late. 3 points for Jaden Little and 5 points for Drew Park with the Frogs victory. It is time now for Tide versus Sharks. Tide waiting on their first win of the season, but they might be putting the pieces together. Doug Powers is the newcomer on the Tide roster after the trade with the Mystics, and Rogelio Gil's been fantastic lately. But Marcus Evans and Alki are tough to get past. 45 seconds on the clock. Let's see this one. And it's Raphael Sloan to get the first point of the game. Alki now ties it up, but Sloan puts another one up. It's 2-1. Marcus Evans 2-2 now, but Doug Powers gets into the mix. Tide take the lead, but Marcus Evans says no sir. Rogelio Gil on the board, 4-3 now, but Marcus Evans again, 3 points for Marcus Evans. Rogelio Gil gets his second, it's 5-4, 5-5. Alki in the mix, and Broderick McCaskill takes it back, and Marcus Evans finishes. 5-6, the Sharks are on a roll. McCaskill again. And Rogelio Gil gets his third to tie the game up. 10 seconds left. Alki puts another one on the board. 7-7 now. This game is a certified shootout. Cleveland fought with 5 seconds left. Can the Tide do it? No, Marcus Evans, last second buzzer beater, 5 points. 5 points for Marcus Evans, and he takes the game for the Sharks 7-8. What a rivalry match today. A heartbreaking loss for the Tide, being so close in back-to-back games, but man, they are just right on the cusp of being something great. We take things now to the Dragons Den, where they host the Knights. Quinn McHugh and Tobias Fonseca are names you're going to hear over and over when talking about the MVP race. Today they go head-to-head. 45 seconds on the clock, and time starts now. Xavier King first on the board for the Dragons. Knights tie it up now, and who else but Quinn McHugh to do it. Both teams with strong offenses. This game might come down to defense. And Keith Fraley with the Dragons' second point, but Quinn McHugh ties it up just as fast. Francesco Sage and the Dragons are firing on all cylinders. Lee Cho now into the mix, 3-3. 4-3 now, Francesco Sage with his second, and Keith Fraley with his second. 5-3 now, Quinn McHugh, though, keeps it close. Francesco Sage starting to pull away. Career night for Francesco Sage. Lambert now scores twice. We're tied up with under 10 seconds left. Sage pulls away now, 5 seconds remaining. Can we see overtime? Xavier King and Tobias Fonseca finishes. 8-6, Dragons win at home. It is time now for our game of the week where the Mystics host the Phantoms. Phantoms offensive player Fabian Hill's out for the season with a spinal injury. It will be Courtney May to take his place. And a new face on this Mystics roster, Max Peterson makes his debut with the Mystics. 45 on the clock, starting now. And it's Max Peterson to get his first point for the Mystics. Chase Dubois ties it up, and Ada Fuyamono takes it back for him, and Courtney May finishes what he started. Percy Willis to tie the game now, and both Mystics points coming from 2 first-rounders. High-level defensive play, very conservative offenses, but Octavio Bren breaks the silence, 2-3, Phantoms on top so far. A strong defensive scheme from both groups today, 15 seconds remaining, and Courtney May for the biggest lead of the night. Gutierrez cuts the lead to 1, 10 seconds remaining. Octavio Brin extends the lead. Percy Willis gets his second. Can the Mystics survive at home? 2-1. It looks like not. The Phantoms take this one by 1 point. What a game out of both teams. Let's take a look at your standings now. Phantoms, Sharks, and Dragons all fighting really tight for that number 1 spot. But check out the Phantoms defense, just leagues above the rest. And that's what's keeping them in our number 1 spot for now. 5 games down, 5 games to go. How's your team doing in mid-season? Just 2 more games before the trade deadline, so make sure you get in the Discord and let your team managers know what changes you want to see before you face your rivals again in Week 10. That's it from me in the booth. Thanks for watching this official FSL broadcast. Get home safe, everybody.